everyone, it's game night once again here at Hazeltine Field. I'm Mizal-Archer with Egidio Deliu. Tonight, the Segundo Eagles take on the South Torrance Spartans. This after a huge win over Torrance last week.
That's right, Michelle. El Segundo went through Torrance and defeated them 48-7. On the other hand, though, the South Torrance Spartans are coming in with a loss last week. They lost to Santa Monica 53-3. The Spartans are looking to turn the page and look into the next chapter of the 2016 football season.
Egidio, that win last week was even after star player Taz Tawase had to come off of the field early in the game due to an ankle injury. And Coach Shevlin just told me that Taz is still inactive for tonight's game.
Yeah, that was the only blemish in last week's game was Taz Tawase's injury, but smart move by Coach Shevlin to keep Taz off the field tonight and rest that ankle one more week, as next week in week 6 we start league play and he's going to be needed very much for that big game against Culver City.
So who's going to be playing for Taz tonight?
Stepping in at running back tonight will be Isaiah Gray and Danny McEntee. Both guys who can definitely run the ball, both guys who are athletic and are fast on this field. Isaiah Gray on 4 carries last week had 51 yards and a touchdown in that big win against Torrance.
Well, Egidio, they have big shoes to fill, but they should be able to do it no problem.
We have the El Segundo Eagles taking on the South Torrance Spartans coming up right now on El Segundo TV. A lot of offense shown by the Eagles thanks to a rushing touchdown by Ashton Saltz, a field goal by Jake Palmer, and a receiving touchdown by Danny McEntee. The Eagles are up big 17-0 after the end of the first quarter. The second quarter action coming up right now. El Segundo continues their impressive play. Both quarterbacks add to their stats as Jake Palmer throws for 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. Kobe with 1 touchdown through the air, adding to the lead is 38-0. El Segundo over South Torrance. Now let's go to Michelle. She has Coach Shevlin on the sidelines for more.
Thanks, Egidio. Now here at Coach Shevlin. Coach, you have a 38-point lead. What's the plan for the second half?
Yeah, I think right now, we're going to probably rest the starters early in the third quarter, let the other kids play, get their reps in. We came out with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, ran the ball really well and threw the ball well. So we accomplished what I hope we would. I told you before the game I was a little nervous about how we would come out this week without Taz playing. I think we're played very well, so really excited about the half.
You have 5 touchdowns so far. one of them by your son CJ. How do you critique that as a coach and as a dad?
Well, you know, coaching is one of the great pleasures you have in coaching your kids, and you know, CJ's been playing really well all year. You know, we have Hamid, who's been a big force, and Billy has been a big force. So it's nice to get CJ the ball and let him have some success out there.
All right, thank you, Coach. All right, there you go. Again, the score 38-0. Now for the third quarter.
Turnover early in the third quarter by El Segundo gave South Torrance their first touchdown of the game, but the Eagles answered back. Isaiah Gray found the end zone. It's now 45-7, El Segundo over South Torrance. Fourth quarter action coming up right now.
Post-game wrap-up. I'm Mizal-Archer here again with Egidio Deliu. Tonight, the El Segundo Eagles just crushed the South Torrance Spartans 52-7. Egidio, what'd you think of the game?
What a game it was. Just like we predicted, Michelle, 8 players scored in this ball game for El Segundo. That was amazing. South Torrance was outmatched on offense, defense, and special teams. Unfortunately, this is a rebuilding team. The Spartans are. They have the defensive coach from North Torrance that's coaching there now, and he's trying to build this program back up to prestige. But El Segundo, they're there now. This team is ready to go. When we talked to them in preseason, I asked all the players what the goal was and what the mindset was. They said go all the way, win league, go through the playoffs, and win the CIF championship. This team has one goal in mind, and that's win it all.
Certainly there were a lot of stars tonight, but Egidio, who's your star player of the evening?
My one star player of the evening has to go to number 7, Jake Palmer, the senior, who went 7 for 9, 151 yards through the air with 2 touchdowns to go with that. But also what was amazing, he went 7 for 7 on extra points. He kicked well as he played quarterback. Great job by Jake Palmer. And we caught up with Jake on the field after the ball game. This is what he had to say.
I think overall it was a team win. I mean, the defense killed it. O-line worked. We had some subs in. They pushed through. Isaiah, number 1, pulled it off.
Well, obviously, Jake's teammates are very proud of him as well. Now, next week, El Segundo plays Culver City. And I asked Coach Shevlin not too long ago if he was a little nervous about that game. He said, yes, he is. In fact, he told the boys, be ready to rock.
Well, Michelle, Coach Shevlin should be nervous about that game against Culver City. The Centaurs bring a threat on offense and defense. They can run the ball as well as pass it through the air. The Centaurs also have a pretty stellar defense that the Eagles offense has to deal with next week.
And how about Taz Tuese? Is he expected to play next week?
Well, Taz Tuese wasn't a factor in this ball game. They had a lot of other weapons that El Segundo went to, and they came up big, winning 52-7 over South. But next week, they're going to need him in a matchup against the Centaurs. They would love to run the ball. That defense is strong up front, so Taz Tuese, with his speed and his acceleration and his running style, he likes to get to the outside, would be a great matchup to counter Culver City's defense. So hopefully he can get that ankle rested up for another few more days and be ready to play on Friday night.
All right, should be an interesting game, Egidio. Well, for Egidio Deliu and the rest of the El Segundo TV staff, I'm Mizal-Archer. We'll see you next time.